Ever found yourself in a situation where your car engine refuses to crank or turn over? It's frustrating, isn't it? You might have experienced a few symptoms leading up to this. Maybe your car didn't start at all. Perhaps you heard a clicking noise while trying to start it. Or worse, the engine didn't respond at all. These are common indications of a problem that can leave you stranded. Understanding these symptoms is the first step towards diagnosing and fixing the problem. Before diving into complex solutions, always conduct the basic checks. First off, it's crucial to check your car's battery. A weak or dead battery is often the culprit behind a car that won't start. If the lights are dim or not turning on at all, it's a clear sign that your battery needs attention. Next, ensure your car is in the right gear. Your car won't start if it's not in park or neutral. It's a simple thing, but you'd be surprised how often it's overlooked. Lastly, don't forget to check your fuel gauge. It sounds obvious, but a car can't run without fuel. Make sure your tank isn't running on empty. Remember, sometimes the most straightforward solutions are the most effective. You don't want to spend time and money troubleshooting complex issues while overlooking these basic checks. Many times the issue might be as simple as these, so always start with the basics. If the basic checks don't resolve the issue, it's time to delve into more advanced diagnostics. Let's start with the starter motor, the very heart of your vehicle's ignition system. When it fails, your car won't start. You'll want to check for corroded connections or a worn-out motor. Next, we move on to the ignition system. This is a bit more complex as it involves multiple components. You'll need to check the ignition switch, the ignition coil, and the spark plugs. Each of these components plays a crucial role in igniting the fuel-air mixture in your engine. Faults here could be the reason your engine isn't turning over. But what if your ignition system is in top form? Then, it's time to inspect the fuel system. Ensure that your fuel pump is working correctly, and that your fuel filter isn't clogged. Remember, no fuel means no combustion, and no combustion means no start. Sometimes the problem isn't mechanical, but electrical. That's where a multimeter comes in handy. It can help you detect faults in your car's electrical system. With a multimeter, you can measure voltage, resistance, and current, all of which are crucial in diagnosing electrical issues. Interpreting the readings correctly is essential. High resistance, for instance, could mean a bad connection, while low voltage might indicate a failing battery. These advanced checks require more technical knowledge, but they can often pinpoint the exact issue. With the right tools and a bit of know-how, you can get your car back on the road in no time. Fixing a car that won't start can be a daunting task, but with the right knowledge, it's manageable. In the span of this video, we've navigated the maze of no-start diagnostics, untangling the common symptoms and the tests needed to address them. We've learned that understanding these symptoms is our first line of defense, a crucial step in demystifying the problem. From there, we've delved into the basic checks, probing the often overlooked areas like battery health, starter motor, and ignition system. These are the foundations, the first stops on our journey to a functioning engine. We then ventured into advanced diagnostic checks, highlighting the indispensable role of a multimeter in diagnosing electrical issues. This tool, when used correctly, can become an extension of your senses, helping you pinpoint the root of the issue. In summary, a working knowledge of your car's symptoms, basic checks, and advanced diagnostics can turn a seemingly insurmountable problem into a manageable task. Remember, always start with the simple solutions before moving on to advanced diagnostics. Happy troubleshooting!